Kondele has been known for wrong reasons like political instability. I can recall Saba. I can recall post-election violence. The protests that have ever occurred after each and every electioneering period. You'll always find Kondele in headlines and topics like even in flames. Thank you. Okay. You'll find Kondele in prostitutions, all sorts of criminal activities, mugging. Then you find the emergence of streets like the one my brother Chandi was talking about, Darfur. Places like Darfur, it's an alley, like Chandi was discussing, it's an alley that's known in Kondele for very wrong reasons. Youths with no jobs, mugging people. You even at times, worst case scenario, you find somebody has been murdered, lying there, tells you the levels of insecurity in our place. You'll find Kondele trending for sexual immoralities, prostitutions. You find even kids engaging in prostitution sometimes back, but due to maybe adjustment in policies, 1 to 3 places.
So nilikuwa nataka Mr. Opudo atupati just a quick update on the videos he's reviewed of the footage from the streets. Then, in just 1 minute, what tell us about the Kondele Digital, the Kondele Innovation Hub by the Kondele Digital Corner.
Yeah, so the Kondele Digital Hub, powered by Kondele Digital Corner, is a tech space where we are bringing in your people from the community so that they can learn courses. They can get the opportunity to learn courses on AI and also on tech, and also how they can bridge the gap between their businesses and markets, and also how they can bridge the gap between unemployment to employment. So basically, what Kondele Digital Corner is focused on, it is focused on ensuring that youth mwenye ako hapo chini, yule ambaye ako na phone but hana internet, ama ako na internet but hana simu, we want to bridge that space so that we can resource them with tools and technological devices to enable them also to empower themselves. For just an example, the plan is to bring them on board through the GitHub, and also for them to register on GitHub, and registration fees will be 1,000 bob every month. And with this 1,000 bob, you can get access to tools, which is specifically MS365. You also get access to trainers. You also get access to employers and also to innovators, and you also get that opportunity to get to understand what is really what this story about AI, story about tech, robotics, and also how you can empower that business of yours through the use of AI. Yeah. So that is actually what Kondele Digital Corner is all about. And the main objective of the whole program is to ensure that people within the community from the grassroots level, they get access to tools and also to markets and all that. So the objective is to kuinua yule ambaye ako chini, so that akuwe na knowledge on what technology is, and also akuwe na knowledge on how anaweza jisaidia mwenyewe through their own work, through presenting their own solutions at GitHub. And with that, we will mentor them through the Reboot Republic initiative. We will mentor them through each and every step to ensure that their solutions get noticed, and also their solution get to resolve the problems of tomorrow. Thank you. So I'll pass the mic around, And also I'd assign, yeah,
I suggest maybe you can just maintain with the mic,
yeah,
because so that we I ask a few questions,
okay,
and then somebody who also has a few questions on that note
okay,
can also. I'll pass the mic to them.
okay.
Yeah. So
So
you just maintain the mic.
okay,
And good job for what you've done the past week. Actually, that when we started this journey, we said it's about changing the narrative. Yeah, it's about changing the narrative, and that's a good story to have about Kondele. You know, yeah, like we have an innovation. Kondele is an innovation center. Yeah, and maybe on the next steps, maybe you can before I come to you, just pass the mic to Chandi. Yeah, I need to get something from our guy Kondele Dafu.
okay.
Just a question. Yeah, I need to get something.
Okay. So,
Kondele Dafu.
Kondele Dafu. Yeah, Mr. Isaiah, very, is a 30-year-old Kondele. In the street language, you call him a Kondele OG. There are many, of course, there are many Kondele OGs
Yeah.
doing amazing work, trying to do business in Kondele and trying to keep the ecosystem alive. So Isaiah is one of those who is involved in timber, in the trade of timber, and he solves a very critical problem in society, especially here in the in the urban areas, because there is a big need for construction material and so forth. So he's been there for 30 years. So his location in Kondele is at a place called Kondele Dafu. And Darfur is a very, very it's not really, it's just by the roadside. It's behind the police station, next to MTC, just below the flyover. So Isaiah, I've been friends with him for a long time, and we always talk about a lot of things in the country. And I think many of you have also met him. He's a known figure. A lot of people talk about him online and stuff. So I think, and he's also almost like a celebrity in Kondele. So when we met with him over the weekend, his group engaged us actively in, they've formed what they call the Kondele Digital Corner, or the Kondele Digital Corner, whose primary purpose is to create the Kondele Innovation Hub.
Perfect.
And we are now in talks with the local government through the chief to set up a public meeting, a public meeting, a public participation meeting to engage the youth, to sort of conduct a needs assessment on how we can, customize these courses using AI. Okay?
Yeah.
So that was more like the agreement we had with these communities. We also met a community in Konambuta. Konambuta pale chini ya mti, broad base. They are into art. They have mobile phones. They have internet. Sometimes they don't have enough funds maybe to load their devices with internet, but they say they need to be guided on how they can make money online. And as Opudo says, this project is trying to meet them at their point of need. That's why we need a public participation meeting soon with the chief. And we are writing a letter, the youth are writing a letter to the chief. And then he gives us a date, and then we consult with the youth. Where do we start in terms of, if we were to provide, our company is to provide these courses to the youth, what else do they need? Because some of them also need mobile phones, and some of them also need what? Data or internet or hotspots. So that's a good background of how Isaiah and Lolo AI are working together.
Perfect.
Yes,
Maybe you can pass the mic to Omar.
Omar.
You know, you've shed light. Thank you, Chandy, for shedding light on one of our content champions, Isaiah, at our TikTok page, Lolo AI and Robotics Studio, and shedding light also in Kondele, where now Opudo has brought it to us like, hey, there's an innovation hub there. So it, and you bring us now a context, a 30-year context on how many people have survived in Kondele. Somebody like Isaiah, business owner, has survived in Kondele throughout all these years, you know,
Weathering the storm.
weathering the storm, yeah, and to this generation, and we want to get a perspective of a youth, yeah, since we are doing now a gap analysis of what you've just said, where Isaiah is and where we can build the bridge. And from Omar's perspective now, we can get the voice of Kondele in a way from the in.
You have the mic?
I have the mic on. First of all, thank you, Christopher. You know,
You're most welcome.
when you're talking about Kondele, first and foremost, you're not just talking about just a name, Kondele. Kondele itself, it's a brand that have kind of trended and hit headlines for quite very wrong reasons over time. They are all of the history you've known with Kondele. Me having been born and raised up just at from Kondele to my home it's just a stone throw away.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kondele, it's a story I can quite tell for the longest I've been alive, you know. Talking about the matter in question, and Kondele also being known for wrong reasons. Tech is not one of them. Kondele hasn't been known for anything to do with tech, you know. That's an honest perspective, you know. Kondele has been known for wrong reasons like political instability. I can recall saba. I can recall post-election violence. The protests that have ever occurred after each and every electioneering period. You'll always find Kondele in headlines and topics like even in flames. Thank you. Okay, you'll find Kondele in prostitutions, all sorts of criminal activities, mugging. Then you find the emergence of streets like the one my brother Chandi was talking about, Darfur. Places like Darfur, it's an alley, like Chandi was discussing. It's an alley that's known in Kondele for very wrong reasons. Youths with no jobs, mugging people. You even at times, worst case scenario, you find somebody has been murdered, lying there, tells you the levels of insecurity in our place. You'll find Kondele trending for sexual immoralities, prostitutions. You find even kids engaging in prostitution sometimes back, but due to maybe adjustment in policies, 1 to 3 places, with the help of the local administrations also. Like I can applaud a former chief, he is the late, okay? They used to call him Chief Okwama. Chief Okwama helped us with a lot when it came with the matters like SGBV, sexual and gender-based violence cases. You will come up, you will know who is Chief Okwama in Kondele. If you're a newbie there, you'll just know there is somebody who ever existed there called Chief Okwama. But however much, it didn't kind of provide a sustainable solution that could last for a long time. It's something that it still exists there, maybe not visible to the public eye because most cases happens during the night.
It's right.
And Kondele is being known for many other reasons. It's a business hub, okay? Kondele, it's a transport hub. Kondele, it has got football teams, okay? It has got social justice centers where we are championing for rights. It has got some little community-based organizations fighting for maybe equalities, an end to crime, like Crime See Power. But not most of them really succeed in trying to paint a good picture of Kondele like they do. They really do a good work. I can give them that. But in the long run, it's still not enough. Yeah. Kondele, having been brought there most of the time, because I can remember, if I could even tell the story of my late brother, you know, he was famous there for very wrong reasons, okay? You become a goon for hire, things like that. That's the order of the day. So growing up there, like, there's this hunch, something that always pushes you, hey, why can't we just change the narrative? Why can't people at least, you go out there and you say, mazee, mimi natoka Kondele. Then mtu anafurahi, somebody gets happy and comes and say, hey, mazee, I hear about Kondele, but somebody will come to you, in this case, for very wrong reasons, hey, nasikia watu mtayenyu, mafujo, nini, drug and substance abuse and etc. You know, somebody like me, like soberly speaking, like to me it's not a plus. I can't go boast outside that kwetu bana kileta fujo nini like in other terms, when they see me, they see violence. That's all somebody will know about me kama mtu mwenye anatoka Kondele. And to me it's disheartening. I kind of, hey man, like, should I be a threat wherever I go? Like, now we are here, I come here, then Omar all of a sudden turns into a threat. Watu wameniona tu, hey, Kondele, mtu ya Kondele. You know, it paints a very bad picture. But with allow me to delve into what Lolo AI is trying to do. It's not always just about changing the narrative. It's like we are into rewriting an history that over time there are little or some misconceptions about Kondele that we kind of have to rewrite. Kondele has got brains. I can use myself as an example. It's not only me, Omar, in Kondele, but there are so many people like Omar in Kondele. But due to some gaps, maybe in society, let's say economy and etc., like watu watoshani, you find them, it's like do you know a dormant volcano? Yeah, it's like just a dormant volcano just lying there. It's a brain, it's an academic powerhouse bana, imenyamaza tu hapo hivyo, waiting for maybe one of these fine days opportunity will come and it will be his chance to shine. Somebody like Omar now, unacheki. With Lulu AI coming there, it's like kind of showing us what the real cameras don't show us in Kondele. We're rewriting it from the word go. In terms of tech, the youths pale mtaani, in terms of content creation and etc. Youths are earning. If at all there are digital skills you are supposed to teach somebody from youth, from the gutter, the ghetto, some place like Kondele, digital skills. Mjamaa akiwa mtaani anajua anaweza kaa pahali, like sisi tumekaa hapa hivi, we just tell stories of our time, unacheki. They like opportunities like that. But with Lolo AI, we want to bridge that gap. Tunataka kufikia ule kijana pale Studio 10 pale, the renowned Studio 10. If I told you grew up in Kondele, you will know Studio 10. To some youth down there in OB, Tamjua, yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to see boys idling along Mill Deep Hardware waiting for people to mug at night. I want to see them with cameras, man. Okay? I want to find them in ICT hubs. They are trying to create solutions for. The world is going virtual. Everything is going tech, man. I want to see people who are always providing solutions, not amplifying the problems that we already have. Imagine, me, I always believe thinking starts with what the five senses feed the brain, okay? Like a kid, whatever he sees, let's even from the parents. But in this context, I want to take you to the streets. Kondele, pale nilidip vijana, uguru akiona tu maboys wameka pale, all they do is mugging, threatening people, they're being hired to be goons for hire, and etc. Now imagine a Kondele where we're having geeks, tech nerds everywhere. Yeah? Like, okay, I want to see something like proudly made in Kondele. Not that we lack such brains, pale mtaani, they are there. So Lulu AI is going, Lulu AI, Kondele Digital Studio is going down to those people. We are bringing the cameras to them. We want them to show the world the other story of Kondele. I want them to portray a whole different picture of mtayangu, bro. Because it has trended for very wrong reasons. For vijana wanatumika na wanasiasa, you find them being used to somebody. Mark you in Kondele, they are even models for hire, man.
You want people fighting.
I want people to. IPs. I thank you, peace. Not peace.
Wow. Yeah. Say that again.
I want people fighting over IPs, not peas. I mean peanuts, man.
Yes. Ah, wonderful, wonderful.
Okay?
Wonderful.
That's my take for now.
Wonderful.
Have you been paid to say your
that is rough,
something from the heart.
Raw. Deep from my heart, man.
Disclaimer, this message is not sponsored by any brand. Raps, man.
No.
It's
rough, rugged and raw.
Now, before I take it to Ayodi, I want to comment something about Omar's take. You know, you've clearly stated something that is very critical to my heart and something that is timely to the times we live in. The youth don't want to be pawns of political games. They want to be agents of positive change. Right? Yes. Now, I want to bring this to Ayodi because there are a lot of perceptions. And we understand perceptions, personalities, sometimes they can skew reality. You will not get reality what it is. But next to me here, can you take off your hat a bit? I want to demonstrate something. This guy, you'll perceive him as an outlaw, mwizi, like, because he has dreadlocks. But this guy is a gangster. But this guy is a biotech engineer. So I want to, just with the flow of the conversation.
Yes.
I want you, Wayodi, to take the floor. And I want you to, I know you're doing a great cause. I don't know if you've got any money yet, support from other sources other than us, your friends, and your peers and your colleagues.
Nimepata support from my guys.
Are you at P's level or
my
at
guy?
IP level?
Yes. And then we get to Chadi's question. And then maybe you can tell us more about how, like right now you are self-employed, right?
Yes.
You're doing your own thing. You're working in the community. You're running a program in the community, and you're collaborating with other people from the community.
Yes.
And you are localizing solution for global impact.
Yes.
So maybe you can tell us about this and let the world hear your story.
Okay, thank you. Bana Christobert.
Welcome.
Thank you all the members present. So my name is Michael Wayodi. I'm a biotech engineer, practitioner, connoisseur, your word of preference. So mine was just to say, like, if we take it back a bit in terms of perception and judging a book by its cover. No, most of us here, we went to school, right? We are in Kenya, 254. We go to school. You are taught, soma utapata kazi, soma utafute kazi, right? Then you soma.
The biggest lie ever told.
Yes. You soma, you get your first class degree, like you do everything right, like a Boy Scout. Then you get out here and realize, oh my God, this ecosystem was not made for me. And then you get most guys just crumble. They just disintegrate into themselves. Unapata mtu amesoma, kuna degree. He's in the streets. See streets hustling, not hustling at doing his best. No, he's depressed, anaingia wizi and such. In terms of perception, there are many of us, many rasta, right? Kwa rasta sasa ukishaniona, ushani judge. You don't even know where I went to school. You don't even know what I know. So in the society, especially like small, I'll call them cities, upcoming cities like KISUMU, our hometown, there's still that perception like uni mrasta, pombe bangi, guangi,
Sherehe.
like unapata, like yeah, Team Dimbo, Team Dimbo, Team
Chude
Panga,
Genje.
Chude Genje. Again, what I'm saying.
Paid gang.
So mimi, I'm here as a testament to hizo my perception. What I'm doing is, after the failed dream of soma, utapata kazi. So me, I took it as a challenge. Okay, si nimesoma, sijapata kazi. I'm out here looking at the system. So if I were to concede, niseme sasa hakuna job, hata nikuwe mwizi, I'll be feeding right into the perception. And I'll be derailing the future generations. Because hii ni nywele tu. So me, I took a different route. Saizi, I'm the founder of Yodimo Farms. Yodimo Farm. Tuna focus on modern farming techniques such as hydroponics. Hydroponics ni soilless planting. You don't use soil to plant. Just use water. Tunafanya pia grafting. And thanks to the team I have right here, these guys you are seeing here, we've started a seed collection campaign. Sisi tunataka kupanda 5 million trees Kisumu. Yes. 5 million fruit trees. Si trees, si mbao, hautakula mbao.
Where are you going to plant these 5
mti za
million
mbao ni
fruit
nyingi.
trees?
So these 5 million fruit trees, thanks to my friends that you've seen, tunazipanda in public places kama roadsides, public institutions, schools, churches, universities.
Watu watakula matunda zako.
Yes, we want
No
fruit
problem.
trees
Food security.
everywhere. 5 million fruit trees.
Let the hungry eat.
In
Yes.
Islam, my din, we say when you do that, it's called sadaqatul jariyah. Like it's you are giving an offering, but the benefits of it's compounding even after your death. Watu wakikula matunda.
Thank you very much. So at Yodimo Farm, I'm changing the narrative. I'm using knowledge yangu yenye nililearn. Bro, if ningekuwa na option ya kujiringa ati nikae ati niko na degree, sasa I can't work, I can't walk in the streets, siwezi pigwa na jua. Now those guys end up where? Hanging from a rope somewhere. Ama walijirusha from a balcony somewhere. Ama someone drank himself to death.
Has it happened in real life?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my
So many
youth,
cases.
don't die on that hill of your papers. Don't die on that hill. That hill, you'll die very fast. You won't die fast, by the way. You'll die very slow, painful, depressing death.
Au kusoma ukuwe mtumwa.
Yeah. So if you see umesoma, like most of us here, you don't have papers, there's steps you can take and there are things you can do. So coming back to Yodimo Farm, tuna focus na hydroponics and where our partners Lolwe AI and Robotics Studio come in, we have a dream. The dream is a sustainable Kenya, an agriculturally sustainable Kenya, where we produce at least 60% food tuna produce hapa in-house. You get? I mean, kuna export, bro. Export haisaidii common mwananchi. Do you think ile shamba yenye pale Nakuru, that 5,000 acres of Hass avocado, does it benefit you guys? Do you even get some of the remittances from the export? And it exports more than like 1 million tons per year. And Kenya has an MOU with China. China wants all of our Hass avocados. All of it.
Soko ni kubwa.
They want 100% of our Hass avocados.
Na wewe hujakula yako bado.
So what are we doing, guys? Umekaa home, mko na shamba kwenu, unakula avocado, unarusha seed, unalia ati hauna job. Are you serious kweli?
Unalia njaa.
Yes.
Na umetupa seed.
Yes. So guys, there's much you can do. You can get into agriculture as early as right now. Imagine how many times you've watched Citizen TV. There's an expose, a documentary. 85-year-old eating from his farm. Ati food for the old. If you want to farm kitu in your retirement age. And all people are making money at the retirement age. Why wait hadi ufike 80 years old ndo enjoy proceeds from your farm? Si uanze mapema. I'm challenging all young guys. Kama uko na free space kwenu, hata kama ni a quarter of an acre, hata 8th, go plant something. Go plant a tree. Hata kasi fruit tree, panda mbao, blue gum, whistling pine, cypress. In 5 years you have something. But I'll challenge you, if you have a plot of land somewhere, go plant a fruit tree yenye utakulia for life with your family. You just need 10 trees ama 15 trees to sustain yourself. Don't throw away seeds. Na watu wapende AI, bro.
Now, in just one last question, but we'll do another round of contributions. Just one last question, yeah? You've mentioned how you're integrating tech into also agripreneurship.
Oh, I didn't go deep on that, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe you can just highlight specifically on this program.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Kayemba.
Christopher, please.
Bwana Christopher, thank you very much. So you see, in terms of this hydroponic technology, the project that we are championing right now, ona shamba yenu pale mtaa, tangu ujue if your farm is infested with pesticide, with pests, ama before you know if your animal is sick, ama ndio, you cannot monitor 10,000 acres by eye, physically. AI comes in wapi? Our partners, Lolwe AI and Robotics Studio, they have drones, right? Those drones do a flyover over your farm, take the pictures, identify where there's a problem, and give you the data in real time.
Thank you. Thank you. Now you've given us a perspective on how like agripreneurship can integrate tech or AI in their endeavors. Now, for those who don't get this, we're in Kisumu, and Kisumu, as Omar said, is a trade hub by itself, and this started even pre-colonial time. For those who've done their history well, a place of trade. That's the meaning of the name Kisumu.
Yes.
It's a place of trade. And Kisumu is located, it's in a plateau called the Nyando Plateau. It's surrounded by the Nandi Hills and the Maragoli Hills. So, and it's a port city. Beyond that, it connects other, should we say international markets? Because
It is. It's not domestic.
Jinja is another country.
It's international.
Busoba in Tanzania is another country.
Technically, it's
You know.
the center of East Africa.
Yes, it's some sort of epicenter of East Africa. Not some sort of, it is. And in Kisumu, there is little activities when it comes to agriculture. Since it's a place of trade, we get a lot of our produce from neighboring counties and countries.
We don't produce.
And your move will inspire many youths to get into production, right?
Yes.
And with such story, I want to engage with Mr. Makofi. Maybe we can come like this. I want to engage with Mr. Makofi. Passing the mic. Now, Mr. Makofi, just pick up the flow from where Wayodi left it. Yeah. Now, maybe I can introduce you a bit. You pursued your passion. Yeah, you were to go a different path academically, but then you had to speak your mind as a Gen Z. I think you and Opudo here are our Gen Zs. You are our Gen Z. Opudo.
Him himself.
No. You and Wayodi, Opudo and Wayodi, you are our last ones as millennials. I don't know about Omar, but Omar looks like a millennial.
I'm quite young, man. I'm still a Gen Z.
You're a Gen Z.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Mine.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm 27.
These are Gen Z. So you and Omar, you're the Gen Zs in this setup, like
Genuine.
with facts. Yeah. So you now put on our last ones way to millennials, I guess, right? So you as a Gen Z, you had to stand up your guard and tell your dad, you know what, me, I'm passionate about media. And your dad got you a camera. And today, you're telling stories, not just stories that impact and change lives. Stories like Sonia's, stories like GK Hackathon, you know, and stories like Wayodi's. And you've incorporated it even through music and tried to give even artists a voice that they could create impact using their voice. And you're even giving even developers, coders who maybe socially inept or they're not very social, but you're giving them a platform to tell their stories, like Zone 001, people like Wayodi who've been through Zone 001 programs, you know, and like bridging it with the community. Now, tell us your story. Like, how would you want your story to impact somebody out there, maybe who's being faced with serious barriers, maybe institutional barriers, family, you know, perceptions, friends, or in terms of opportunities, putting in mind that out there, there are equal opportunities, but there are no equal outcomes. So how would you want your story to impact other people today and maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, thank you for that introduction. How I got into this field of storytelling and visual art creation is is a story. I think it's a story of resilience on my part, and I had to stand my ground, and I knew that this is what I want to do. I knew that this is the path I wanted to take, but it was not as clear as it is right now. And I now know that I chose the right path, because I have met people, and I've interacted with so many people. We've uh, we've had successes across industries, um, and I just want to go back to what Omar said about Kondele, because perception is also shaped, and perception is relative. So the thing why I'm saying perception is shaped is because there are people, there is let's say the media, let me say the media has always told a certain narrative about Kondele, and but when you come on the ground and when you look at what's happening on the ground, I'd say Kondele is actually Kisumu's financial district. But there's no bank. There's no branch of a bank in
Family
Kondele.
bank,
There's one.
but I think it's an ATM.
So
I'm
that
not sure if it's a functional bank, but I think it's an ATM. But I get what you're saying, because you can find even a small estate in Nairobi like Donholm, but it has
so many
banks.
Yeah, just an estate. So it gives a picture of exactly what Omar was painting. He painted a very vivid picture of what's really going on in Kondele. And he also said something that really caught my ear. He said that your environment also shapes you. You can't grow up in a place where you don't have role models, and or you have very bad examples of role models, and you expect a good outcome. That is also perception, just like getting out of your comfort zone. Now it will take someone to get out of his comfort zone and go and look for something else outside there that you feel like you'd want to identify with, that you'd feel like you'd want to resonate with, and you'd want people, like you'd want your name tagged on that, So the thing is, I think I found good role models early, and they helped shape my thinking, and my ambitions, and what I'd want out of myself. So for someone in Kondele, there are so many Kondeles in Kenya.
True.
There are so many Kondeles in Kenya. For someone in such an area, coming to what Lolo AI is doing, and why such stories are very rare, first of all. And he said, like, people have always taken advantage of that area, in terms of politics, in terms of activism and policy, goonism, like like someone said, if you want your business to thrive in a certain area, just you probably just give it a tag. Right now, then it was the .com era. They used to say, you give it a .com tag, and it will boom. So Kondele has been like that .com tag. You get, if you put Kondele and your project, it's gonna boom. And now the problem is that these guys didn't really understand didn't really understand the story and where to start from. Because right now, why is Kondele very why does it look juicy to politicians and all these people? Because it has a high number of young people, and the young people in Kondele are energetic and they have ideas, but they are being used for the wrong reasons. They don't understand the story. And Kondele has very many young people. Now coming to Lolo AI, we've said that we want to empower these young guys. Because it's true, everyone in Kondele right now has probably 70% are young people. That 70% probably has a smartphone. Probably there's infrastructure setbacks, like probably they don't have money for internet and things like that. But we are coming to bridge. Lolo AI is bridging this gap by bringing these services closer to the young guys in that setup, of which the local government and the government has been, because they know that when after 5 years they'll always go back to Kondele and use those boys to disrupt, and it's not a good way. I feel like right now resilience is the motto and is the way to go. We should protect our peace and protect our space. So giving power to the young people, I know they'll go build their Kondele after they've worked, giving them meaningful jobs online, and they'll come back and build their Kondele, and that young person will not go back and burn that place because he has his own interest there. Will have cut that the violence, and all the shenanigans that has been happening in Kondele all these years, because there are people who've not. Because Kondele is a big place, and it handles a lot of money in KISUMU. Nah, it doesn't look like it. So that's my take. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. I appreciate your perspective, because now in curating local voices, that goes very far. So before I give now the next session, Chandi, to moderate, I'll want to let Opudo close this session, and maybe you can come in.
You can actually just close.
Yeah.
Just close.
The rain.
Yeah.
Take a quick photo here for I blame GK.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
So maybe you can close this
Okay.
session.
We have 5 minutes.
If I, yeah,
So
just to close.
let me just give you like a quick roundup.
Actually, I just want to close off the top, so that there's some things that I need to highlight.
So while you're closing, Lolwe means vast and wide. Migosi means people. Now, tell us what we're coming to do together.
Okay, Lolwe
And other parties, they are welcome to party with us.
Lolwe means vast, wide, and unending.
Yes.
Yeah, and Migosi means people, and also Migosi,
A place of trade.
KISUMU means a place of trade, and also Migosi is a Luo word that is used to refer to power and authority.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lolwe AI is a company hailing out of Migosi. Afya 120. Afya Estate 120. Block 120, yeah? So, why this? Lolwe is unending. We are covering a whole bridge of people. We are bringing everyone on board, be it an 85-year-old person, be it a 17-year-old person. Everyone is welcomed on board. Now, this is my take for the youth. Recently, our president went to UK and he was given 415 billion for tech. Yeah? Now, this is my catch. As a youth, you might be seated somewhere and wondering, hey, Preza amepata 415 billion ya tech. Hiyo si swali unafaa kuuliza. Swali yako inafaa uulize ni solution gani nitaleta yenye ndafanya hii 415 billion ipate hata 1 million out of it. Get? And that is where Lolwe AI comes in. Thank you.
Yes. Now, the next session will be closed by Chandi. Whether it's a prayer, a blessing, or what to the world, because this is our cherished gem here in Migosi. Migosi Estate is called Power Estate in English, or People's Estate. KISUMU is a place of trade, and Lolwe means vast and unending. So in this session, as we are closing, my brother and my cherished partner, I want you to give us a close over this engagement and maybe a continuity plan. Just highlight. Don't give everything.
Okay.
Guys, Tony,
we are closing.
Yeah. I have the mic. Do I? Yeah. Mic. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for, as usual, a very, very, very engaging conversation here in Migosi. We do this every Sunday. If you find us here, sawa. Usipotupata pia labda tuko online.
Ama tume email.
Ama unaweza andika email compliance at
why did you miss?
find us.
I think these are all good conversations. I think the question usually, the question that keeps ringing in my head and in the heads of those whom we are chatting with all the time is, what are we doing next?
Yeah.
You know, so we know we have the upcoming hackathon, GK Hack 25. It's probably Africa's biggest hackathon. We think it's the mother of all hackathons. In September, what is the date, Mr. Opudo?
26 to 28.
26 to 28 September. 28 September. So let's align all these efforts towards engaging in the hackathon. We also have a hackathon with Shelids, South Africa. We're going to be working together to see how we can promote gender collaboration in Africa, especially around fighting SGBV. It's about to rain, but again, I just want to thank you. And I want to thank the community of Migosi. We want to thank the community of Kondele for always welcoming us. Tukiingiana hizo makona, tukirelax hivi, tukipewa maji ni muhimu.
Hata Mungu anatupea maji, unasikia mvua.
Yeah, man. So we want to close this by, of course, as usual, thanking our partners wherever they are around the world. We have over 50 partners spread across about 60 or 70 countries. And yeah, in this particular session, I'd like perhaps we dedicate it to the I Blame GK Challenge.
Yes.
I Blame Geek Culture. Watu wanauliza hii ni nini? Watu wamekuwa kusema wanataka kuwa involved kwa hii partnership.
# I blame GK.
Yeah, twende kazi. Tena. Tupose ile moja hivi. Yasemi sako ya photo. Hapo. Yasemi sako hapo.
# I blame GK.
Background.